Hello and welcome to the channel. President Buhari says the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was provided with everything they asked for in order to conduct free, fair and credible elections. Subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you. 2023. INEC has all resources it asked for to conduct free, fair, credible elections. Buhari. Ahead of the 2023 general elections, President Muhammadu Buhari has said that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has been given all the resources it asked for to conduct a free, fair and transparent election. President Buhari stated this while responding to a question on the readiness of INEC to conduct the 2023 elections during an interactive session entitled A Conversation with President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria, co-hosted by the United States Institute of Peace, USIP, the International Republican Institute, the National Endowment for Democracy, and the International Foundation for Electoral Systems. He said, INEC is ready because I made sure they were given all the resources they asked because I don't want any excuses that they were denied funds by the government. On the 2023 elections, President Buhari reiterated his avowed determination to ensure the conduct of free, fair and transparent national elections whose outcome would be largely accepted to the contestants. Since 2015, the conduct of our elections continues to steadily improve. From the 2019 general elections, the by-elections and the off-season elections in Edo, Ekiti, Anambra and Osun states were conducted in largely improved contests to the satisfaction of contestants and voters. That is what we hope for in 2023. Through the observatory roles of the international community, the credibility of the elections can be further enhanced to make the acceptability of the outcome to the contestants and political parties a non-issue. On democracy in West Africa, President Buhari said Nigeria would aggressively work together to improve the quality of governance in the West African sub-region, where the survival of democracy is currently challenged. He noted that this can be done through targeted investments that can enhance dividends of democracy and creations of robust means of livelihood for the people, as well as promote accountability and transparency by the political class. I call on all of you here present to continue to partner with us and our electoral body for the needed collaborative efforts which are critical to deepening and stabilizing democracy in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. The recent reversals witnessed in Mali, Burkina Faso and Guinea are most unfortunate indeed, and ECOWAS continues to effectively remain engaged with these countries in order to restore democracy to all the member states of ECOWAS, as indeed the entire African continent. President Buhari thanked Ambassador Johnny Carson, a former U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs, and his team for inviting him back to the Institute after the last visit in 2015. Our efforts are driven by our Terrorism Prevention Act 2022, the National Counter-Terrorism Strategy, as well as the Policy Framework and the National Action Plan on Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism, PCVE, he said. Recounting his outing in 2015, shortly after he assumed office, wherein he spoke extensively on the vision and the focus of his administration in the three critical areas of security, economy and fighting corruption, President Buhari said, I am therefore exceptionally pleased today that this stage, which served as my opening act, has once more presented itself as the curtains are almost being drawn for the opportunity to share experiences and discuss the last 7.5 years. When I met you in 2015, I was not unaware of the enormous domestic and international goodwill that I attracted. Although I am a converted Democrat and not your run-of-the-mill politician, and therefore less inclined to engage in double talks. My advisors may not be happy with me in this regard. I am, however, measured in speaking, but always certain that the truth I shall speak, and this has huge consequences in a political space wherein this is an exception rather than the norm. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn on the notification bell. Thank you. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari, who clocked 80 years old, had lots of felicitations from prominent Nigerians, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Bola Tinubu, and President of the Senate Ahmad Lawan, all of whom were saluting the president and extolling his leadership qualities. In a goodwill message he personally signed, Jonathan noted that President Buhari has had an exceptional opportunity of leading the country twice, both as a military head of state and civilian president, and prayed for God's guidance and protection as he pilots the affairs of the nation in the remaining months of his administration. The former president stated, "I am delighted to felicitate you on the occasion of your 80th birthday. I join your family, friends, and other well-wishers to thank God for the gift of life and the strength to pilot the affairs of this nation for the past 7.5 years. As a leader, you are one of the few Nigerians who have been privileged to administer our country at different political eras, both as a military head of state and civilian president. During these times, you have offered your best efforts in the pursuit of your aspirations for the nation. As you celebrate, I wish you the strength, peace, and God's guidance in the remaining months of your administration and even beyond. On behalf of my family, I wish you a happy birthday." Atiku, in his goodwill message, said Buhari at 80 continues to be a motivation for inner strength. The PDP presidential flag bearer prays for President Buhari to continue to enjoy the grace of good health and vitality as he continues to play his leadership roles in Nigeria and Africa. Tinubu says Buhari is a patriot, selfless and steadfast leader. The APC presidential candidate Tinubu hailed the president for his commitment to nation building and long years of patriotic service to the country. In the statement from his media office, signed by Mr. Tunde Rahman, Tinubu further described Buhari as a patriot, selfless and steadfast leader of uncommon zeal, and noted that Buhari enlisted himself into the service of the country as a teenager who joined the military immediately after secondary school. Tinubu said at 80, President Buhari can look back and be proud of his unblemished record of service to the nation throughout his military career as a soldier, platoon commander, general officer commander, military governor, minister of petroleum, head of state, chairman of Petroleum Trust Fund, and as the current leader of the country. I heartily congratulate my president and my leader, Muhammadu Buhari, on the momentous and remarkable occasion of his 80th birthday. An officer and a gentleman, President Buhari has been a selfless and steadfast leader and a patriot with uncommon zeal who has dedicated almost his entire life to the service of Nigeria. That's the news, guys. Thanks for joining. Until next time, bye.